Kayla, this is your reading. You have asked for a love reading. So I have pulled from 3 decks. This is energy that I'm reading as of right now in this moment. Energy is always changing and flowing. So as soon as you start making decisions, and some of this may change, it just kind of depends on you and what you decide to do. You have a very heavy energy. I'm going to just start that off. Heads up, if this is getting too much, just come back to it. Okay, it's your reading. You can do with it as you wish. You can rewatch it as many times as you wish. I would recommend to watch it by yourself first, and then if you want to share it with somebody else, then you're more than welcome to. Okay, because it's your reading. It's whatever you want to do. So I don't know what happened with you and another said person, but it's affecting you big time. Like, huge. I get the feeling that you were either engaged to this person or had very strong commitments to this person, and then something happened. Let me know how this resonates too, by the way. And you're still a very hurting unit with what this person did. So the first deck that I was drawn to was actually one of my love decks. The first thing that came out, it was Wedding Rings in Reverse. So the first card in my readings tends to set the tone for the reading. With the Wedding Rings in Reverse, Wedding Rings is usually like a union, wedding, married, commitment, everlasting promise, those sorts of things. So there was some sort of soul connection to this person, but now there's not. Something happened in the past, and again, this is strong enough to affect you still, and that's why it's in reverse. Okay, not enough came out right after. So this is about like being frustrated with the whole situation, being frustrated in the relationship with this person, having a lack of confidence, or you're self-sabotaging yourself, those sorts of aspects. I have a feeling that you're like caught in the rain and you can't get out of the rain. You're just stuck there, and you're just hoping the rain will like wash you away, kind of feeling like you're just you're getting pushed down. Like it's like you're getting drowned. You're drowning, dude. Coffee Cup came out. So Coffee Cup is about like meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. I have a feeling that there was a friend that was kind of picking you up after this was kind of going down, and you were relying on this friend kind of heavily, and then there was some seduction going on with this friend. So it's about like attraction, flirting, possible dating, not really sure, but the temptation was definitely there. It was some sort of third-party influence on your behalf. Paradise came out sideways, came out this way. When my cards come out sideways, they're like past, present, and future. So when they're coming out this way, it's like it's in reverse. Okay, so Paradise is normally like happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, enjoying each other's company, those sorts of things. I think this person that represents the Coffee Cup and the seduction was kind of just in it for themselves, and they were taking advantage of you. That's why it's like this, and it's like it might even still be going on. So yes, there might be happiness there right now, and joy and contentment and those sorts of things, but I have a feeling that it's more to try and boost them up than to kind of help you. They're kind of just kind of dragging you along. That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. I could be totally off, but that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. Soulmates came out. So Soulmates is about like some, again, soul connection, partnership, agreement, and some sort of soul contract. So soulmates can come in all shapes and forms. There's romantic soulmates, there's pet soulmates, there's family, there's friends. All those can be soulmates, okay? So I have a feeling that this Coffee Cup person is a soulmate, but it's a lesson soulmate. It's more of like a karmic soulmate. Not to say that you need to boot them out of your life, okay? It's more of like a lesson to be learned so that you can grow as an individual, so that you can find the person that you are meant for. Okay, separation came out. So I have a feeling that the separation is regarding this wedding ring person in reverse, because you're still hurting from them so badly that you're not going through your grieving process. You're still having the sadness, you're still having the missing them and the yearning and thinking about them, and you're unsure about the future, which is all valid for what I'm feeling. Okay, you are valid for how you are feeling. Okay, you have good days, you have bad days. I have a feeling that like whatever happened, it's still affecting a lot of people. Okay, engagement ring came out last. So engagement ring is about like partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, union. So I have a feeling that something else is going to come along. Cards don't go by our timeline though. So something else is going to come along when you start working on yourself a little bit more and raising your vibration a little bit to get out of this mode. Then this will kind of happen. Okay, it might be very spontaneous, but right now you're like a cassette tape. Okay, because the bottom of the deck is cassette. So cassette is about outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over and over and over in your mind, and you're just so caught up here that it's going to continue unless you make a little switch and rebuild your way of thinking. Heartbroken was on the bottom after cassette. So you can be stuck in this state if you, again, don't start tweaking things. It's going to be baby steps. Take it one step at a time. Do little things first. Don't jump into a whole lot of big things because it's not going to work out well. Do little baby steps, okay? Because you're deeply hurting, okay? And you're feeling lost, okay? And again, the heartbroken is like grieving, mourning, separation, sadness, those sorts of things. It's valid, okay? So be in the now. It's okay to reminisce about the past, but don't live in the past, okay? Because the next deck, the first card is remember. So memories, nostalgia, looking back on the past, trying to relive the past. It's in the past. You can only look now and forward. Do things now that will serve you purpose in the long run, okay? You need to risk some things in order to get the reward, okay? So leap of faith. Have that leap of faith in yourself that you can do this. Trust in the unknown, okay? It's just a phase, okay? Moon, phase, okay? You are still whole. You have the support around you, and you can do this, all right? Spontaneous came out next. So do something a little bit spontaneous. So surprise, unexpected. There might be some divine intervention going on, okay? Apology came out. So I think this is for you. This is about like forgiving the past so that you can move on to the future, okay? So it's about some sort of redemption for yourself. Not forgetting the past, but forgiving what you went through and healing from it. Because then serendipity came out and warrior came out sideways. So serendipity is about blessings, cosmic gift. Wishes are going to be fulfilled. Whatever your wishes are, they are going to come to fruition if you put the effort in. And if the universe feels that you are valid and needing it, it will come, okay? Know that you're a warrior coming this way. Okay, so past, present, future, you always have been and always will be a warrior. So you bring strength to the table, you're a light worker, and you are very prepared in what you do. But right now, you're just crossroads, you're separated, and you just are feeling a little lost right now. So you're yearning for that person. There's distance between you. You're missing them. You may even have some kids with them. It's hard to say, or you wanted kids with them because birth came out just after that. So birth is usually about fertility, pregnancy, or children. Balance then came out with uninhibited. So you need to restore your balance back into your life. Be mindful of your actions and movements and what you're projecting out to the world, because what you project outwards reflects back. So positive brings positive, negative brings negative. Uninhibited is about being outspoken, upfront, being expressive. Stop being robotic. I feel like you're just very day in, day out. Do the same thing. This is my routine. I don't differentiate from my routine. This is what I do. Okay? You need to kind of give a little bit. It's going to be really hard for you, I feel like, though. Despair came out next. So you might be having trouble sleeping. You're having some anxiety. You might even be having some depression. Low vibes. Very low vibes and very heavy. Okay? So you're having those wounds that you're not confronting, and it's burdening everything. Which, again, I feel is very valid. But at the same time, you're digging yourself deeper. So you need to get out of there one way or another. So how do you do that? Baby steps. Okay? One day at a time. Okay? One thing at a time. Bottom of the deck is friendship. So as I was saying, your support system, friends, family, those sorts of things. Those that have the same interests as you, reach out to them. Okay? And they can help you maybe through this or be a listening ear, those sorts of things. The next deck, Nurture and Compassion, came out in reverse. So since you're so robotic-like, your compassion isn't there anymore. Your nurturing side isn't being nurtured itself. It's dwindling. You need to turn that back over. You need to start nurturing yourself, and then that compassion will come back and the drive will come back, and you're going to feel like a new person, okay? Because right now you're feeling like you're out of control and someone's controlling you. And again, the whole robotic thing. Integration and union came out as sideways, going this way, okay? So that person from the first card is still with you in spirit, okay? So again, they're still with you, kind of guiding you. Bird, I think, is significant as well, okay? I think you might be seeing birds. Seeds in spring, okay? I feel like you're planting, or you have plans, or you're wanting to do something in the spring that you're kind of thinking about now. So you're kind of planning things for the spring, or so that you can like reward yourself in the spring. That's kind of how I feel like. But you're very guarded and vulnerable right now because of the state that you're in. So again, just be cautious of who you let in because of the first deck, okay? Comfort zone and clinging. I think you're still kind of clinging on to some of the stuff from the past. Purge. You gotta purge, okay? Alchemy and ancestor guides came out sideways, pointing this way. So know that your spirit team is with you, helping you, guide you, and trying to give you signs. And again, I think it's birds trying to help you. So in one way or another, they are around, kind of helping you through all this that's going down. But you need to take that leap for yourself so that you can feel free again and more like a person again and take those opportunities, okay? Earth came out next. So Earth could mean, since it's upright, it could mean that you could have Earth in your chart. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody close to you could have Earth sign. But I feel like it's more, you need to ground yourself. You need to get back to knowing yourself. Your self-love, your compassion, your empathy. You need to get to know you again, and the best way of doing it is by grounding and meditating. So I feel like you've kind of lost that a little bit because of the cycles card and the change with the butterfly over your mouth, okay? So to complete those cycles, you need to have that change within yourself so that the cycle can complete, so that you have learned the lesson, so that a new cycle can come around, okay? Again, it's not going to happen until you stop this stalemate and stop avoiding things, okay? And then a reunion and soul tie is going to happen at some point in time. I just don't know when. And then, again, your spirit team is trying to send you messages, Okay, they're trying to give you advice, but you're not seeing it. You're not recognizing it because it's coming this way. Okay, so you need to be a little bit more open to knowing what you're trying to see. So be aware of your surroundings. If anything's repeating, you can always ask them if it's a sign. So the way I mention it to others is, if you think there's something that's a sign for you, to confirm it. How do you confirm it? What you need to do is ask them. So say, if this blank is truly a sign for me, can I see or hear blank within blank days? So for example, give it a not too hard but not too easy, and in a reasonable time frame, so over like 2 to 3 days. Okay, so for example, if these crows are a true sign for me, can you have me see, I don't know, 3 blue trucks in the next 3 days? And if you do, that's a sign for you. Okay, so do something kind of easy, but at the same time, not easy, but you need to get out of the house in order to see it. Okay, so don't be constantly looking for it, but at the same time, you need to be conscious of what you ask them. Okay, ego is on the bottom, and then memories is on the bottom. So I feel like some pride might be in the way of things, and your ego might be in the way of things too. So you need to like tone her down a little in that regards, and your memories and looking back at things need to kind of, again, subside a little bit too, okay, for you to have the healing process. But hopefully this helps a little bit, and please let me know how this resonates with you. I'm sorry that this might be really heavy for you, but I hope it resonates well for you. Thank you.